Good morning, TBCians. How are you guys doing this morning? A very warm welcome from South Africa and to the rest of the world. TBC is alive. Yeah, this is my second broadcast, and I finally figured out a little bit more regarding broadcasting. So, yeah, I just want to type something. Hello, James. How's it going in Uganda? You guys seeing amazing views and the Nile River and all the plantations and the rice paddies that got flooded. I don't know. Maybe they should stop giving them so much water. Just kidding. Guys, I had a very aspiring young man with me yesterday by the name of, well, I'd call him Ricky, but his real name is Ricardo. But he got this idea in his head that he can, and he will succeed in it. But he got this idea in his head to purchase a vehicle, and we went to go and see the gentleman who owns the vehicle. I sadly to say, it was not successful because the gentleman wanted, rather cash than crypto money, and but that brought me to a point where, if you don't try, you won't know. And in the process, it also got him to think that if one guy says no, there might be another one that says yes. So he's busy. With the right motivation, he will get it right, and I will assist him. He's young. He's basically 19 years old. So he's got his whole life ahead of him, and he's got the go in him to do something with it. And yes, he made the right choice and went into TBC, and he got full TBC coins on the previous redemption. So he's set. He's got all the money in the world, and he's trying to figure out how he can utilize his kringles to purchase anything. And he did watch some blog posts and blog videos and so forth, and he got to the idea. And yes, the car that he wanted is a M6, a monster. And I think for a first car, I don't think that's a good idea. But I didn't tell him that. He will eventually get to the point where he will get what he needs, not what he desires, but what he needs. So yeah, the universe works in mysterious ways, but you get what you need. You might wish for the biggest house in the world, but that's not what you need. And TBC is what you needed. Now you've got TBC, and you can grow with TBC. So yeah, that is just one of the things that TBC can open up for you. And I've been also watching some blog posts where Alan has bought land in, now I can't remember the state, but in America, Arizona. He bought land in Arizona, and apparently Randy also bought land with TBC in Missouri, I think, if my information is correct, or if my memory serves me right. What stops us in South Africa to do the same thing? And I don't know, I mentioned it before. I am working on a deal where I can block, where I'm actually send out offer to purchase a block of apartments. And some of you guys will know Benoni. It's part of Johannesburg. The building just drew me. It says, yeah, I am. Come and get me. And I'm busy with that. And if that can come through, I will definitely post it on the blog and on YouTube for all the other TBCians to see it. Because if I can do it, then you can do it. And the small things, everybody says, no, but I don't know what to do with my TBC. Start thinking that it's money. If you're in a foreign country with South African rands, you need to put the deal together to get what you want. If you need to buy a train ticket, you need to exchange, or you need to make a plan, so that you can get the train ticket to move from one country or from one town to another town. And but now you've got TBC, and TBC can open up so many doors for you. It's unbelievable, and just go with it. So yes, why TBC? Because TBC gives you everything you want. And need first, then the wants come. Because when you've got everything you need and you don't need anything else, there's a lot of other people out there that has got a need as well to survive. Help them. It's nothing. You've got enough money. You've got enough TBC money. So, yeah, what else can we talk about? I am going to go on a trip, so I might not do a broadcast tomorrow or on Monday, or on Tuesday. I might only do a broadcast on Wednesday. It depends on whether I can do a broadcast on Tuesday or Monday. Some of you that knows me well will know what's the reason behind my trip, but that is that is something I need to do for myself. And thank you. Thank you very much.
What time can I come in?
About half an hour.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. I just had the guest house staff bring me my breakfast. Yes, I booked into a guest house, and guess what I'm using for payment? Good morning, Lawrence. How are you doing, sir? I use TBCs to pay for my accommodation in this guest house. I'm also doing it at another guest house because I got the people into TBC, and I explained to them the value of TBC, and they said, well, cool, I want some as well. I said, well, I need accommodation for a few days, and it was done. The finalization is not through yet because Mr. Butana, I'm waiting for an answer on the status, but I'm sure we'll discuss it afterwards. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of activities. I see the verified members. The numbers just keeps on climbing and climbing and climbing. You know, if you refresh that button every 5 minutes, it's like almost 500 people more. So it just think of that people across the world is joining the TBC community, and they're not only joining it for the money. Yes, the money is good, but they're not joining it only for the money, because they see the deeper side of TBC. They see that TBC can help them and help everybody else around them. One person with TBC in a family can help the whole family and just about the whole neighborhood. And it's amazing. Believe in TBC. Believe what you can do with TBC. Don't just think, oh no, I've got TBC, I can't do nothing with it. Really? There's a lot of things I've done with TBC. Small things. I sign up somebody at a flea market. It's like a, if I can put it in another term, it's like a public market where people have got all various kinds of stalls. You know, it's like a mini market, but it's not a, you know, like a shopping mall where there's official shops and name brand shops and so forth. This is where everybody has got their own little business inside a bigger business. And this Pakistan friend of mine, Umar, he got introduced to me from somebody else that I signed up into TBC. And when he signed into TBC, he saw the value, and he sees the value, and he knows. And yes, he did put in a couple of dollars for, you know, I think he put in $1,000 on 2 occasions, $500 and $500. But the beauty of this is, because he's got a like a cell phone shop. My son's phone battery gave in, and I phoned Umar and I said to him, Umar, how much is the battery for this particular phone? And he says to me, no, it's about 200 Rand, and it's roughly about $20. And I paid him in $20 over in Kringles, and my son went to go and fetch his battery. Deal done. If people understand TBC, you can trade TBC with them. Nothing stops you. It's just amazing. But you need to start thinking bigger. What's the son Randy does? TBC only goes up. You are so right, James. You are so right. So what did you buy in Uganda with TBC so far? I believe not that a plug that you need for your laptop to charge. No. But you're new ashamed. But yeah. So in the long run, when we've got our numbers that we're looking for, remember, 30 times a year we are going to grow. From 3 million, we're going to go up to almost 100 million. From there on, never knows. We might just get to the billion quicker than we think. This now I think we should have been there already. But now with everybody waking up finally and understanding that TBC is working, and TBC is over 2 years old, and every day there's people posting on the blog, and every day there's people putting their testimonials in, and every day there's transactions happening all over the world. People buying vehicles, people buying land, people buying clothes. What's stopping you from buying something that you want in TBC? Speak to the merchant and say to him, listen, this is TBC. Explain to me how it works and what is TBC and how it grows. And before you know it, you've got an open account with that merchant. Whether you want to buy clothes or whether you want to buy groceries, the more people that gets active with the merchants, the quicker we're going to be able to utilize our TBCs. Me and Lawrence had a discussion the other day, and we talked about merchants, and we had a discussion regarding, how we can approach bigger chains, like a chain stores, a brand of shops across South Africa, and there's a couple of things that we need to work on to get to that point in South Africa where we've got a big chain store. In South Africa, let's call it a grocery merchant chain store. At the moment, we don't have enough numbers in South Africa. We almost on 57,000 in South Africa. We are working on the orphans that needs to get active with TBC. But I can tell you one thing: when we have 2.5 million people in South Africa that's active in TBC, it will be so easy to walk into that chain store's head office and say, this is who we are, this is how many people we've got. We want to purchase with TBC from your stores, even if it's 50% TBC and 50% cash. And I don't think they're going to say no. And with that, putting it out there that you can buy with TBC at, let's call it, I don't want to call it a brand name, but a particular brand. When the word gets out that you can buy with TBC 50% or maybe 100%, depends on what management of that particular chain store will say, then quickly we'll be 5 million people, and then 10 million, and then 20 million in South Africa. If a third of the population in South Africa has got TBC, there's not one chain store in this country that will say no to TBC, taking it as payment. So you guys need to, not only for South Africa, I'm talking about all over the world. I believe the Philippines is very active with that. They've, and even in South Africa. What about the street vendors? The street vendors can sell TBC to a lot of people that goes past them. Our minibus taxis, the drivers, they are in contact with a lot of people every day, running up and down. And yes, we like to swear them when they come past us on the yellow lane in South Africa. But yes, they've got a business of their own. But why not expand their business into something that can expand TBC? Think out of the box. There's so much we can do with that. Wow, James. Okay, that's awesome. So I can pay with TBC for my guest house accommodation, you guys can pay TBC for your accommodation. That's amazing. See, one thing leads to another, but you have to open up the channel to get to it. And my mind is doing this with all the things that I'm thinking of that can be done. Who has bought a TV in South Africa with TBC? And I'll put it out there. There's a lot of unwanted goods in your, especially now for the non-TBCians. If you are a trusted seller and get the word out there, that gym equipment that you got in your garage that you haven't used for like 5 years or 10 years and so forth, how much would you like for that? $100, $200? I'll pay you in TBC. You're not using it anyway, but I'm giving you something back in return. And you've got a lifetime of money, crypto money, TBC money in your wallet. And sooner or later, we'll be able to use it more and more. But start there. Start with the one-on-one, the peer-to-peer. Yeah. James, you guys need to go and stand on the roof. Last night, me and James was talking on the phone, and if he moves one step up or one step down, the signal goes bad because we're doing Wi-Fi calling on WhatsApp, and it's not the most stable way of calling, but yeah. And this morning he said to me, it's like, it was like, I think 9 o'clock in the morning by them, and he says the sweat was running off his face. That's how hot and humid it is there. So yeah, they're having an awesome adventure there, and there's so many things that they are seeing and so many people that they are meeting. But it is so amazing to have a team from South Africa and Uganda. I'm planning a trip to go to Mozambique. Who's coming with? There's a lot of people in Mozambique. I don't speak a lot of Portuguese. I know the keywords, like hello and goodbye and thank you and stuff like that and so forth. But my Portuguese is very rusted. I've only picked it up for the previous trip that I was there about 7 or 8 years ago. But if I go down to Mozambique, I'm going to go down for a month, and I'm going to talk to a lot of people. And the first thing that you need to do is talk to the chief of the area, not only the village chief, the area chief. Thank you, Lawrence. Okay, that's going to be a fun party. No, we're going to work. We're not going to party. Yeah, we're going to party. James, I hear you loud and clear. There is so many people that's struggling. We are blessed, and we can have gratitude for everything that we have. We've got running water. Open up a tap, the water comes out. I believe those people have to walk to go and get water. But one thing James has pointed out to me, that even with the poverty there, it's clean. He says there's not even a cigarette butt lying around in the streets. But they are proud, even though they are poor. TBC is there to help them and uplift their standards. Ours, we have actually good standards, and we're doing good. Okay, Lawrence, if that's their territory, can I take Mozambique as my territory? James, Marianne, if you guys need help, you need to scream. I'm going to leave a little bit later on to go to Rustenburg area. I'll be able to get my laptop up and running this afternoon again, and then I'll assist as much as you want to. Would you walk 5 kilometers to a dam to go and get water, to go and do your washing? We're spoiled. We're really spoiled. We take everything around us for granted because we can just open up the washing machine, throw the clothes in, put some detergent in there, and switch it on. An hour later, open it up, put it in a tumble dryer, or go and hang it up. Those people have to do it by hand. I take my hat off to them. I'm sure if we don't have washing machines, we'll do the same. But we've gotten so used to our comfort zone that we don't see that there is people out there that really needs a better life. And TBC is there to help them. And it's our, I'm going to call it duty, to get as many people as possible active in TBC to help everybody around us. Yes, yourself as well. But abundant means you've got more than enough. If you have everything, and even if you bought the biggest shopping center next to you and you've got still money left, you don't need anything else. Give it away because it keeps on growing. It never ends. It just increases in value every day. Let me just follow what's going on here. Yeah, James, you are so right. They are poor, but they are happy because they don't have the stresses of traffic and traffic fines and the rush hours, and they've got a very good life, although it's a poor life, but they are happy. All they need is a little bit of extra cash to uplift their standards and give them a house that hasn't got a leaking roof, because I believe the rainfalls there are bad. Lawrence, yes, that is true. You know, the history of that country. I think we need to go and get a posse together and go to Saudi Arabia and go and get the budget of that country back. What do you think? Okay, I'm glad that you got that information, James. Now, that action will give a lot of people smiles and faith and belief and hope. They're proud, but they don't have a very bright future ahead of them. But TBC will give that to them, and they will get to the bigger smiles. Even in poverty, they've got smiling. They smile to each other. They're happy. They humble. They are respectful, even after what happened in that country. And a lot of things happen like that in our country as well. But there's a lot of other countries as well. Angola, Mozambique, the same story. Zimbabwe, all around us. We are actually so blessed here in South Africa. But we definitely need to get out there and awaken more people. Guys, the fiat currency system is not going to last forever. It is already, the ticket has been stamped. That movie is about to run out. Are you ready? That if you can't have paper money, what are you going to use? Learn how to trade with TBC, because that is exactly what it is. Instead of using paper money, you're going to use the computer and transfer to somebody that will take your TBC as payment for something that you need, whether it's for a loaf of bread or whether it's for it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Learn how to trade. You know, I'm talking many years ago, long before I was born, and I'm very old already. People used skins. When they've hunted, they use the skins. They save the skins, and they use the skins to trade for something that they need. Maybe whether it's for seeds or food, or let's call it ammunition, so that they can hunt more and get more skins to trade with. You know, people use shells, specific shells, to trade with. And yes, obviously, gold will never go out of fashion to trade with. Accumulate your gold. Have something to trade with, but you've got TBC and you've got TBC gold. Learn how to trade with it and spread the word. Teach others as well how to do it. Not a lot of people are salesmen. Not a lot of people understand the word of trading. They think they only believe in the paper money, but start thinking of when there's no paper money. How are we going to do it? And paper money is being phased out because it's worth nothing. But gold increases in value. And TBC definitely every day. It doesn't end. It will never end. You just got an increase every day. You don't even have to work for it. It comes to you. It's given to you. So yeah. Okay, James, enjoy it and be safe, and send some pictures. Post it whenever you can so that we can see what you guys are up to. All right, I'm just about ready to sign off. James and Lawrence, and I know Mary Ann is in the background somewhere. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll get to a more permanent slot soon. Hopefully, I can pick up from Monday again and Tuesday, and from there on every day. I want to do a morning slot every morning. And Lawrence, I'm sure if we do back to back and we plan it back to back, then you first in the morning you have to wake up first. Unfortunately, sorry, you are the leader of the TBC community in South Africa, so I'll put you in the first spot, and then I will take up right after you, so we can back to back and we can discuss for an hour, or we combine our chats and we can discuss a lot of things, because there is a lot of things that we need to put out to the community in South Africa on how to get more active with TBC. Oh, no, okay, now you're making me nervous. I have to take the lead and you can follow. Thank you, sir. Okay, say hello to mom. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. And Lawrence, you and I can have a word a little bit later on. I've got a couple of things that I need to do first, and then I just want to touch base with you and just follow up on some information that I need. Thank you, guys, and have a fantastic day. And it's bright and sunny in South Africa, and I've got birds chirping outside. I've got doves on the roof, and go out, spread the word. TBC is alive. And then finally, GAP. God always provides. God always answers prayers, and God always protects. Go well. Have a good day. Lawrence, I am immediately available after yours. After I'm done, I'll go over to yours and we can have a discussion there as well. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.